In this episode, I asked Jim if mental strength, physical strength, all of these different pieces tied together impact our performance and how that connects to Rethink You. He laughs at me and then drops some of the best nuggets I've heard from Jim in a while, even a lesson he learned directly from his dad. This is Emotional One. Enjoy.
How you can be the greatest salesperson on the planet.
Welcome to the Rethink Sales Show. My name is Derek Kelly. I am joined by Jim Shorkey and Marshall Siamahu.
You betcha.
In the back.
You
Marshall
betcha.
will
Hello.
be joining us via audio.
We're-
We like to throw questions at him.
Behind the camera.
Jim, let's talk about optimal performance. Whether it's, we were just talking about your brain being strong, right? Our physical strength, our mental strength. Why are those so crucial? I guess I don't want to narrow it too far down into like why is it crucial for business or why is it crucial for sales, but why is it just crucial in general to be optimal? I've been so fascinated by our conversations about Insight Tracker, which I'll explain to you guys a little bit, which Jim will do a better job than me, but just the values of seeing your biomarkers and just paying attention to your body, your mind, your physique, right? Your joints. Yeah. Why does all that matter? And why does that matter in the context of rethinking sales?
Well, I don't. Are you intentionally making up these dumb questions for me just to see if you want my sarcastic side to come out or what? I'm confused. Now, let me ask you a question. Why wouldn't it be important? If you understand even a little bit the strategic continuum, then you would understand how dumb that question is.
Yeah.
Because it's all about having a good strategy. Now, if we're suboptimum on the execution of said strategy, it's just not going to work. It's not the strategy, it's the execution. Now, our definition of optimal is 90%.
That's where the distinction I'm trying to get at. Because you could get your blood work back and see, oh, I'm average, a little bit bad, but I'm okay. I'm still in the okay zone, bad on this one. You could say, well, I'm average on all these.
I disagree. I mean, I disagree with that mentality. I don't want average. I want above average. So to your point, with Insight Tracker, which is a system whereby they take your blood and they do analysis of your blood, specific biomarkers, and give you a report. And so it's a red light, yellow light, green light. Red light is, we got a problem here. Yellow light is normal. Green light is optimized. And so when I get my report, I go down and I want to know, where am I messing up at? And I did have a couple of reds, okay? One of them I'm not going to do anything about. I'm actually getting red flagged because my cholesterol is too low. And so I talked to Dr. Kleist about that, and we're not going to mess with that. We want it low because I had all these other problems. So they want it low. So we're going to ignore the expert counsel of Insight Tracker and say, no, not today. We're keeping it. We're going to keep doing what we're doing, which is what it is.
I never hear Jim Shorkey ignore expert counsel. So
well, I'm not ignoring expert counsel. Right. I mean, if I have expert counsel, let's say it's Mr. Hamilton, John Amato, Jerry Vanderveer. These are all experts. But I got to pick who I'm going to take my advice from in that particular instance.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this case, Dr. Paul Kleist is my cardiologist. He's been inside my body.
Yes.
Okay. And so he knows.
Yeah.
And
he's able to apply it to your specific situation.
Well, right? Unfortunately for me, I did have a heart attack at one time. And it was what they called, this is not medical advice, please, folks, don't take it that way. But they called it, Dr. Kleist called it an asymptomatic heart attack, meaning I would have had flu-like symptoms. I didn't have a, clutch in the chest type scenario.
Fascinating.
I did. And he did, I think it was an angiogram or something. He was inside my heart. He says, yes, you have slight damage to the back of your heart, nothing to be concerned about. You have slight damage, but you did have a heart attack. So when you study statin therapy, again, not medical advice, but this is what I'm hearing, is that if you have had a heart attack, it is really, really important that you get that cholesterol as low as you possibly can. This is, by the way, Peter Attia talks about this. So I'm not going to mess with that one. But also with the yellow, I don't like the yellow. The yellow is normal. I want green. So you've heard me talk about this. My HbA1c is 5.6%. The doctors are going to say, and they already did, because I had them check it as well. My doctor, it'll come to me. Anyways, he says, you're good. You don't need to worry about that. Well, I am worried about it because I have a genetic tendency towards type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
I do. It's 23andMe. And so I'm not worried about it falling off the roof worried.
Yeah.
But it is 5.6%, 5.7 danger zone, 5.8 is pre-diabetic, I believe. 5.6, you're good. But I want to get that down closer to 5.0.
Right.
Okay? That's my goal. And I feel, if nothing else, if at least if I'm working at getting it down from the 5.6, that's a pretty good chance I'm not going to go to 5.7. Does that make sense? So I'm working on cutting out the ultra processed foods and the sugar. I did some research, Dr. Google, AI, what can I do to lower my HbA1c? And also with Insight Tracker, there's a tab you push that tells you how to lower it.
I know.
And so I'm on that, and I'm doing different things that they're telling me to do. And I'm not sure if it's related to HbA1c, but I'll tell you, this is weird. So please, again, this is just me. Don't listen to me. But they want me drinking cranberry juice every day for some reason. I forget what it is, but I don't think it's HbA1c, but cranberry juice. Secondly, they want me eating a serving of nuts every day. So whether and you vary it, almonds, pistachios, whatever. Serving of nuts every day. Thirdly, they want me eating 4 tablespoons of flaxseed, ground flaxseed every day, which is a high fiber type thing. But
Yeah.
And then lastly, these are the major changes I made. Lastly is probiotics, food, not a pill, food. So I've really been working at that. Because when I went to Italy, I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do. So I just stayed away till I got home, and I'm back on it. But it definitely plays havoc with the digestive tract. Hint, hint. I'll leave it go at that. But it's what they're telling me to do, so I'm doing it. And there is a reason. It might have something to do with something else, other metric, but whatever. That kept coming up. So I'm really aggressively doing that now. I haven't done it yet today, but I will do it. And what I do is I take the flaxseed. It's literally it's like chewing on sawdust. I mean, it's awful. It's just awful. It's ground flaxseed. It's literally like chewing on sawdust. So I take a teaspoon of that, put it in my mouth, get the cranberry juice, and wash it down with that. Then I do it again. Wash it down. Then I do it again. Then I did yesterday kombucha, which is the probiotic, and did that. And then I did the serving of the nuts. And last night, I don't think I did pistachio. I did something else. But anyways, I'm working on the nuts. So I don't even know why I'm necessarily doing it. But I know that they told me to do it. I wrote it down, a la Mr. Hamilton. He gave me 10. I have 4. And I got to do those every day.
And those are the right next steps specific to your body, which
According to them.
neat about what they do.
According to them.
Yeah.
Mark and I are doing this together, and his wife. And we had a meeting about it already. And we're going to retest probably in about, he got off track too with going to Florida. He was in Florida recently. So we're both off track. So I said, Mark, and I told him today, I said, I don't want to do any retesting until at least a month. So we're going to retest in a month. And we'll do the same process and see if we move those numbers.
It's amazing.
Does that sound like Rethink You?
100%. Yes.
Can we move the numbers?
Can we move the needle? Yep.
Even a little bit.
Yep.
So if I 5.6, if I got it to 5.5, I would consider that to be a major victory. And that sort of harkens back to the question you asked me back post-stroke. Well, everybody wants to know about 122. Is that still on the table? I said, absolutely.
Yep.
And I told you what I thought about it.
Yeah.
Pretty cognizant, right?
Yeah.
I had thought about it. And yes, it's still on the table. And the chances of me living to be 120 are really slim and none. They are. But can't I at least try? And that was the message that you got that day.
Jim, thank you. I wanted to do this conversation because I think it's helpful to remind people, yes, we're talking about sales and business, but we're also talking about things that affect all areas of our life. Thank you. Guys, if you would like Rethink U 2.0, let us know. We can leave you a message in the comments to give you access to a discount we currently have on the course. It's been life-changing for me,
Me too.
Steve Gardner, Chuck Bellina, many, many, many others, right? Some people are doing it one-on-one coaching with you, which is a deeper process.
What happened was, I don't even know that Derek really is aware of this. I know he is, but he kind of forgets about it like we all do. But what happened was Chuck Bellina knew that I was getting involved with mentoring, and he wanted me to mentor him, and I did. And his sales went up like, what was like?
He said 3x.
3x.
And
Sales
he was in pharmaceutical sales, so
Yes.
that was a lot of
went
growth.
really up. And whether it was 3x or 2x, doesn't matter. They went up, okay? And so he decided on his own that he wanted to interview me as to how I did what I did within the framework of the Jim Shirky Family Auto Group. So he did. We sat down over a period of days and weeks and maybe even months, and we did this. And he captured it. He recorded it. He recorded me, excuse me, and he captured it into a book of sorts called The Journey to Success. It was called The Jim Shirky Journey to Success. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And then Derek's not even on the scene. Derek has nothing to do with Rethink U 2.0. Well, 2.0 was some modification, but the original Rethink U course had nothing to do with you. You had no creative aspect to that
No,
whatsoever.
we recorded it, but
I know
yeah,
that.
Right.
But I mean, as far as making the program.
No.
So, anyways, Chuck and Steve Gardner at the time. Steve was more involved than you were at that
Yeah,
time.
right.
It was just Steve and Chuck. And so we turned this into a book and we turned it into an idea. And then they wanted to get these guys involved. And so they somehow threw, when it wasn't even Derek, it was Brad. Somehow they hooked up with Brad. And then Derek came aboard, and then John, as I recall. And it was a crew of people that came down and they actually sat at my house, and we went through this whole process. And they were the ones that recorded it, that did the videos that you're about to see if you choose to. And then it evolved from there.
Yeah,
But as
right.
far as the original program, it's in the closet there, The Journey to Success. It's there. Okay, you probably have it as well, called The Journey to Success. And we just didn't, for whatever reason, I think John came up with Rethink U.
Either that or Brad, yeah.
Somebody came up with Rethink U. And I thought, well, that makes sense. Okay, you got to rethink it first, right?
Right.
And so, anyways, and then it evolved from there. But really, if you look at Rethink U 2.0, you are getting the blueprint for how the Jim Shirky Family Auto Group, as it is today, came into existence.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And you're looking at that.
Guys, let us know if you're interested in that framework below. It is a course, but I think it really teaches you how to think and the actions to take in that thinking to move forward. There's an entire workbook that helps you work through
Sure.
the exercises
Videos.
to implement this into your life.
Videos, workbook,
Yeah.
and then consulting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing you can ask me about that program that I can't answer.
Yeah.
Boom. Like that.
So, guys, please, if you made it to the end, let us know what you've learned. Drop a dolphin emoji if you made it all the way to the end. It just lets us know that this content is valuable to you. If you're on YouTube, hit the hype button. That's a newer thing with YouTube. The more it gets shared out to more people, please share it with your friends and family, as we would love to help one more person.
One more.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, guys.
Marshall.
In the next episode.
You're welcome.